Well, we needed to see something out of Jordan Spieth last week at the Colonial, and certainly saw that. Now we'll see Spieth and the rest of the top 5 in the world this week at the Memorial Muirfield Village Golf Club in Dublin, Ohio. I'm Noah Coslov. You also see John Swantek, host on PGAtour.com, hosting live starting Thursday, PGA Tour Live, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll have coverage of all the top 5 players in the world, including Jordan Spieth. Biggest story of the week is what?
Well, besides the milkshakes that they make there in the clubhouse.
Oh, nice.
I can't even begin to describe, Noah, how good those are. So besides that tradition, there's the tradition of, once again, one of the deepest and most talented fields of the year assembled on a great golf course. This is a top-quality, big boy golf course. And it's Jack Nicklaus's event. I mean, that speaks for itself. And you got the top 3 players in the world, all coming off victories in their most recent performances. Jason Day at the Players' Championship, Rory McIlroy the week after over at the Irish Open, and Spieth last week at Colonial. So as if the milkshakes weren't enough, we got the best in the game playing their best right now. That's pretty good.
Is it a dated reference to say the milkshakes bring the top 5 to the yard? Is that? I think that's pretty dated. Anyway, Rory McIlroy. So he's coming off that Irish Open win 2 weeks ago. What are your expectations now this week?
Well, it's funny. His record there is not great. It would seem to be a pretty good track for Rory. It's a big ballpark. It rains there a lot, so it often plays long and soft, and that's sort of in Rory's wheelhouse. But he's played 5 or 6 times, a couple of top 10s, never a serious threat to win. But he understands the magnitude of this event. It's a big deal to him. He's got a very close relationship with Jack Nicklaus. They spend a lot of time together down in South Florida. Rory practices and plays at the Bears Club a lot, and he has tapped into Jack as a resource. And why wouldn't you tap into Jack Nicklaus as a resource and try and glean any sort of information and sponge anything you can, any hints of what made Jack truly a great player. So there's some added motivation and incentive, I think, for Rory. He would love to be the guy shaking Jack's hand off the 18th green Sunday evening. You
know how Jack likes his milkshake? Any idea?
They're on the house. I know that.
Yeah, and that's the best way to enjoy a milkshake anywhere, if it's on the house. Well said. All right, so I tried to tap into you this week, and, well, we wanted to pick the same guy. So I'm going to take Matt Kuchar. Who do you have?
Hideki Matsuyama, to me, gets a little lost in the conversation of the really good young players in their early 20s. This is the 15th ranked player in the world. He won the Memorial Tournament a couple of years ago, was 5th in his title defense last year. His current form is terrific. 4 times inside the top 11 in his last 4 starts on tour. We haven't seen him since the Players' Championship, and he's rested and ready and re-energized, I think. Loves this golf course here this week. So Matsuyama, I think, when you put it all together, has a really good chance to shake Jack's hand for a second time Sunday evening.
All right. Coverage begins. PGA Tour Live Thursday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The top 5 in the world are there. That's Spieth, Bubba, Rory, Jason Day, Ricky Fowler, and John Swantek. Good talking to you. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Noah.